When Philistines rage against machines.
I'm not sick, but I'm not well. It's been 2 months, America.
I'm gonna drink the last of the Baja Blast Mountain Dew.
Yeehaw.
The clarity will go inside me.
The last cross-border product any of us are.
Yes, the very last.
I was going to buy a computer.
Well, it's the 70s again. You'll have to solder it from basic components.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
Radio Shack still sells stuff, right?
Is there still Radio Shack?
Yeah. This one's for you, Hosk.
Actually, I think I have one too.
You have a regular Mountain Dew.
Yeah, regular. Can I try the Baja Blast?
I did just put my mouth on it. Secondhand kiss.
It's so much like Adam with the big brain play asking for.
I don't think he drank any of them.
Yeah. Like the Baja Blast is, you know what? I'm just going to go get mine.
Yeah,
I'll
go
be
ahead.
right. You don't go anywhere, chat. Don't go any.
Got my eye on you. I'm watching. If you even minimize the tab right now, I'll know. I'll know. What does it taste like? At the moment, I've forgotten what anything else tastes like. It's a little hard to describe. I might only be able to describe it in colors. It's kind of like a freezy, but like swamp water. Like you mix maybe the blue raspberry with the red. Oh, yours is so much greener than mine because mine's like slightly blue.
Yeah. Yours feels like it's.
Mine's like the color of whatever swamp we lit our bonfire in. Speaking of swamps, are you on Fly Night?
I am not.
Oh,
Is it good?
It was fun.
Cool.
We finished it, but we hit a swamp area, and Adam didn't want to go in the water. Like, if this is poison, I'm turning this bus around.
As it turns out, everything is a poison swamp. Which tightens you? Mic arm. There is no tightening.
Yeah, that one's seen a lot.
Yep. Ah. Man. I'm sleepy.
That's what that's for. Oh wait, is that the Canadian?
No, this is American.
Oh, okay.
So it has
Oh yeah, how much?
it is 65 grams of sugar. Jesus.
Sugar. 62 on mine.
And then caffeine content, 77 milligrams of caffeine.
Mine doesn't. Oh, 82 milligrams caffeine, way at the bottom. It's also got yellow 5.
I also have 5 yellows.
Oh. There's a lot of sour makers in mine.
I have a friend who posted about making iced tea once and getting his citric acid and sugar mixed up.
Did I tell you about the time I did that with the hummingbird water? Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those feeders that we can stick to our window and it has like 3 holes on it. And so the hummingbird sat down and then just had like a full body, just like, whoa! And then tried another hole. And did the same thing. It was like, ugh, stunned, and then the tongue was just like it was trying to get the flavor away. And I was like, "That's not a normal reaction." It was just an unlabeled jar of white powder on top of the cupboards.
Right. You accidentally made warheads.
Warheads for birds.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I can feel.
We get hummingbirds in BC? Yeah. Yeah, they're little bastards.
They're amazing.
They just show up and they scream at you. Where's my food? Where's my food? Where's my
Get
food?
out of my territory!
You're on my lawn. You're on my balcony. Why are you looking at me? There's another hummingbird inside your house.
And then they chase each other around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The lecking behavior is really fun. Or like the courtship display, because they fly vertical and then they dive at the ground really fast while they make like a tiny peep. They sound like a squeaky wheel.
Okay.
So, but they go beep, whoosh, and they die. And then they go boop, beep, boop.
There is, okay, I've never played this far into Final Fantasy XIV, but I love what I was told about one quest with a recurring, what are the cat people called? Anyway, it's a cat boy who is trying to court a cat girl.
Uh-huh.
And you can help him at various stages. A Mikote. Yeah, you can help him at various stages. And one of them is you have to throw hand grenades at him that he will dodge in order to display his, like, fitness as a boyfriend.
The grenades live?
Yes, yeah.
Frag grenade?
Yeah. Yeah, so you have to, like, try and hit him with grenades.
Video game.
And then he will dodge them. So good.
Grenades. I guess it's not even video games. I was watching a movie, The Spy Who Dumped Me, because it had Gillian Anderson in it, and I was like, it's fine. And then, Justin Theroux, he's fine too. But there's a scene where they're in a gym and these grenades get tossed in by like the CIA or whatever, and they just make like a little 5-foot explosion, just, and I'm like. Everything and everyone in this room should be ripped to shreds.
Well, like, yeah. I mean, all I know, because I am spiritually a grandpa and have been for my entire life.
Spiritual grandpa.
I have a deep affinity for, like, war shit. Right? Like, and mostly that's plane-based stuff.
Airplanes, you say?
Yeah. But I do know that there are like two broad categories of grenades, offensive and defensive ones. Defensive ones are supposed to be used from within a fortified position, so they are usually like the ones that have like a big explosion.
Yes.
Because like you're inside a pillbox or a foxhole or
Right.
something, and you can throw those and then get behind cover again. Right? And then the offensive ones are like the smaller ones.
So these were like the ones you see in CSGO. They're like the tall tubes in black.
Okay.
And not flashbangs.
Okay. Yeah, and like...
Yeah, we're talking like a pineapple grenade, basically.
Right,
but
right.
Modern.
Yeah, I think they have a... Why do I think they have a lethal radius of 10 yards or 30 feet?
Do those...
Those are the same thing.
Ish, yeah.
Same-ish
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, feet, yards. Yeah. Those units check out.
Sure, yeah. Let's go with that. But yeah, like, yeah, I don't know. I never want to know. I never want to be in a position where knowing things about grenades is immediately important to me. But I do like the idea of throwing them at a boy who is trying to impress a girl. I think that's an extremely funny quest line to me. I think that communicates a lot about that character.
You could just throw rocks. She's
not going to be impressed by rocks. They got to be grenades. They got to be grenades.
War does things to people, you know?
I was told that and immediately knew who this guy was. right? I went to high school with a guy who would think this.
Mm.
And I also went to high school with a girl who would think that was impressive. Look, leaded gasoline did a hell of a thing to our civilization.
It's because you're a grandpa.
Yes, and I was on the trailing edge of it. I feel that the kids of my babysitter's age were more solidly in that demographic.
The grenades to romance pipeline.
Yes. And who knows? Maybe it will turn out that being able to dodge hand grenades is actually important from a fitness of offspring perspective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. People I know are just making like propane flamethrowers and such.
Oh yeah,
Potato cannons.
I remember when a friend got the anarchist cookbook, and the whole mixing gasoline with Tide in order to make napalm.
Yep.
Or dissolving styrofoam in gasoline.
Just in your house.
In order to make napalm. That was a very important weekend for many people.
Oh, thermite's the one we found easiest to
find
the supplies for.
Yeah, you just take like a Brillo pad, right? And you can kind of like carve that up. Mm-hmm. And then, you make all the stages independently.
The Anarchist Cookbook is on archive.org.
I mean, that seems like the kind of place.
That's so funny.
If I was making an anarchist cookbook today, it would definitely have to have like how to hack into a Bluetooth speaker.
Right.
I feel that that's a skill that is extremely important for everyone. Is like Bluetooth is a notoriously insecure communication protocol.
Uh-huh.
And it feels like the kind of thing that if I wanted to be a cyberpunk, would have like an app on my phone that I had programmed myself that would just be like scan for Bluetooth, like show me Bluetooth connections and then like connect to them and then play sine waves through them at maximum volume.
Aviator Moonshine, The Spy Who Dumped Me.
I mean, I'm here for any film with Gillian Anderson.
It's very brief.
That's all I need.
But, oh God, what's her name? Messed Up Barbie.
From Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, yeah.
Brain, come on, man. We can do this.
We can do this. Anyways, yeah, the scene is basically her, Kate, objectifying Gillian Anderson.
Relatable.
It's funny. I love it.
Yeah. Ultimately, extremely relatable. Gillian Anderson has to be high on the list of most attractive human beings ever.
Yep.
Like the scene in Hannibal where she leans through the jail bars.
I still haven't. I've only seen the first season of Hannibal.
Sorry.
But no,
don't want to spoil. But at one point she leans through the bars of a jail and says, "I believe you," in a whisper. And I was like, clip it. We're done. We've peaked as a society.
Yeah, the Justin Theroux thing is funny because I remember him from The Leftovers, and then I decided to rewatch the series Maniac with Jonah Hill and Emma Stone, and he's in that too. And I was like, is he just everywhere now? Is this what my life is? I've entered the Therouxverse.
I've been watching Severance, as I believe roughly 90% of the human population has been watching Severance.
Yes.
And the last episode, or the latest episode,
is always a banger.
Fuck, man. Like 2 minutes in, I wanted to puke from grief and was like, this is amazing. It's just, I don't know, it's a really well-crafted show. I've seen people say it's definitionally mid, and I'm like, if this is mid, I feel that I should be able to expect a lot more from everything else. Because like episode 7 of season 2, it just like starts by like showing you a bit of grief and is like, oh, do you like this? And then just like dumps it on you and then starts stomping grief into you as hard as it possibly can for the next 40 to 50 minutes.
It is still wild to me that Ben Stiller's the showrunner.
The vision behind that? Yeah.
Because I'm just like, Zoolander? It's...
yeah, Tropic Thunder. Like, I guess he's always had kind of like a strong...
weirdness,
yeah,
I
and
guess.
like vision, right? Like, Tropic Thunder, Zoolander, what else did he do? But like...
my mind's blanking, but the flavor-wise, Severance is totally distinct from everything else. So it's just kind of like mentally jarring. It's not the same as like Adam Sandler doing more dramatic roles.
Right. I wonder if it's like, what's his name? Who went and did Us and...
Jordan Peele?
Yeah, Jordan Peele. Going from like, you know, a very clearly comedic role to like a guy who just has a kung fu grip on what horror does.
Yeah, but it was like very apparent from Key and Peele that he loves movies and filmmaking.
Right.
And like, yeah, of course, Keanu is something that you would kind of expect from Key and Peele together, but...
I mean, it gives me a bit of hope because, you know, going from like comedic writing to like excellent dramatic writing, right?
Yeah.
Because we are comedians, kind of. You know, maybe we are not stuck in this role if we don't want to be.
Yes, absolutely. We do get typecast, but just by our names. Like each of us individually is a type, but like you're the Cameron type.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if I could be anything else, I would have been by now.
Just a cat boy dodging grenades.
Trying to dodge grenades, I feel, is really where I'm at in life.
No. Cameron would eat a grenade right in the face.
Yeah.
Cat boy.
However, yeah. Man, Severance. It's good, Chad. It's really good. I highly recommend you steal it.
Yeah, it's good. It's full of just... because it's also goofy.
Yeah. It's weird and funny, and then also just extremely sad.
Yeah, and you see some incredible, subtle, powerful performances.
Yeah, like when what's his name? Just his voice changes midway through a line delivery as he switches who he is, and he goes from kind of like, you know, it's pretty subtle, but he has a voice when he's one half of himself and a different voice when he's a different half of himself.
Or the way people like carry themselves usually, because they're not weighed down.
Yeah. Or they no longer know why they're sad.
Yeah.
Makes me happy.
It's just one of those things where it's like, if you feel terrible, it's nice to know that other people possibly feel terrible.
Yeah.
Like you're not
alone.
You're not alone. Your reaction isn't inappropriate. Is in fact normal.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, I don't know, when you're watching Evangelion and people are like, no, this is popular, right? Other people like this too. Other people also feel this way.
Other people also just curl up in bed and listen to the same music on repeat for months.
Yeah. Tracks 24 Or 25 and 26?
Yep.
Yeah. No, perfectly rational behavior.
All right.
Okay.
Are we ready to resist?
I believe so.
Beep, 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 beep. All right.
We appear to have paired.
Oh, the computer says it's working. All right. Game audio.
Speaking of Evangelion, I was getting a definite like end of Evangelion vibe. Just the way it cuts in like film footage.
Mixed media.
Yeah. If it starts playing Bach at any point, we know we'll have crossed the Anno Rubicon.
It's going to start playing whatever, Thanatos.
or like, Air for Strings in,
Oh my God.
in G, or
yeah.
Jesu got Joy of Man's Desiring.
If anyone starts turning into Tang, it'll be totally appropriate. In this game, too. Yeah.
I remember thinking during the depth of COVID that, once the restrictions came off, everything was going to feel like where, people touch each other in end of Evangelion, and the barrier immediately comes down. And as it turns out, no, it was the opposite of that.
Hello? Choo-choo.
Oh.
Choo-choo. Are we still on a train? Are we? Yeah. Meh. Yeah. Resume? Different comptroller.
But
I know it paired.
so strange.
So strange. Let's exit games. Run it back.
Yep.
Can play.
We're professionals.
Nope. Never. Don't call me that. Just because I get paid and have done this for like a decade. Third time's the charm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Click.
She rises.
Nope.
Healer. Good. And your name?
Butts.
Hmm.
Can you select? Why is it?
Yeah, what? That's not
weird.
normal.
Is the PlayStation controller still plugged in?
Oh, it is. No?
No. So
I
we're
mean,
not
we
getting
could.
multiple inputs. Yeah, we could try.
Could just plug in the PlayStation controller and see if it assumes command.
That's so weird. How do you feel about mouse and keyboard?
We can give it a shot.
Stray fight sticks not plugged in. No.
Watcher. Try again. Blue. Better. And where are we?
Your mom. Oh.
Interesting. I love games where the thing breaks.
I think we're time index -1.
I agree.
You missed the ending. Birthday party. Youngest gift.
Well, aren't you all sorts of something?
How long was I?
The whole time, sister. Since the beginning.
The beginning? When was the beginning?
Who knows? Who cares? For us, it's only been 8 hours.
You mean I've been communing this whole time?
Look, honey, I'll be blunt. I don't know you. Let me tell you how it looks from where I'm sitting. For years, we've been riding this train, working to piece things back together. And then, hours ago, you decided to set off a bomb. In one moment, you destroyed everything we've been working toward.
What did you want with the ministers?
That's not for you to know. I can tell you we didn't want them burnt to a crisp. We knew those sisters.
Sounds like a you problem.
I even birthed some of those sisters.
They turned on you.
Was that a good enough reason to torch them?
If you knew what I had been through, you would have done the same.
Are all miscellaneous like you?
Watch her. I need to see her.
Was that joyride not enough? She's not taking visitors.
She'll want to see me.
Is that so? Easy on your feet there. We don't need another patient aboard.
You sat next to me the whole time?
Galaxy Express 39 will take you on a journey, a never-ending journey.
It's very kind of her.
Don't flatter yourself, honey. We didn't know what you'd be like. Terrorist and all.
What are you looking at?
What's outside?
The view. Can't you tell?
Not so great.
You're right. I've seen better.
Are we going somewhere?
Finally waking up, are we?
They said you were incinerated.
I might as well be. I haven't stepped off this train for who knows how long. I've lost track.
LOL.
What did they get me for? Too many puns?
They said you were running dangerous experiments.
Well, that part is true.
I know. I wanted to burn it all down.
You got what you wanted. Happy?
I'll be back.
I don't doubt it. Nowhere to go here except back and forth, back and forth.
Near Automata.
Ooh. Guns.
Free guns. Unattended guns.
I love free guns.
Ooh. Sorry, did you say Fragans?
Freegans.
Are you really gonna follow me around like this?
You don't like it?
Did I say that out loud?
I don't like the couches. They look like
Got some
chewed
new
gum.
tricks. I promise.
Yeah.
And Watcher told me to, so I have to.
Okay then. Good talk.
Also, whoever
Thank you.
has done the duct work on the ceiling needs to be fired.
I mean, it's just a little intestinal.
Oh, millipede.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like the cover to the Closer single. Love it. Hell yeah, it's gonna fall on us. And then,
Oh yeah, no, this is the train car for a music video.
I mean, this is the train car from Evangelion. This is you've been swallowed by the Dirac Sea Angel. And you're now, like, speaking with yourself as a child.
Except for speaking with ourselves as clones.
Kind of more of the Rey experience, I guess.
Watcher? Is it really you? It's me. Blue, I guess.
I don't sense any activity.
Watcher. Can you hear me? Hello?
All right. Well, forward and back.
Okay. Welcome, Raiders.
How's it going, Lumi? Oh.
Interesting.
Ah!
Did you see that?
What are you referring to?
You didn't see anything?
I believe the train is experiencing power fluctuations.
Great. Good.
Is it supposed to experience power fluctuations?
It's part of the experience, Cameron.
Did you and Watcher have a good chat? Surprised you're not sick of each other yet?
I don't even recognize her.
Her condition has been critical for a long time now.
Yes.
The drugs they gave her in captivity?
But I was just fine. She was just fine.
She may be lucid in a communion, but her meat sac is failing her. Every communion drags her system through the ringer.
Then why did she...
Addiction? She's been playing the past over and over, going round and round.
Look, I know games that use subtext. They're all cowards.
Get in the egg. But
I had
also,
no idea.
maniac.
She needs to be resting. You should be doing the same. You look terrible.
Get in the egg.
Fixer? I need to see Fixer.
Are you even listening to me? Of course you're not. Who listens to Healer anyways?
Yeah, your mouth's not even moving. Blah, 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 blah. No. Ooh.
Can we sit on the putty couch?
Yeah, it's like silly putty.
You said there'd be no more blood.
Vivi, we don't have time for this. We're already on our way there. They know we're coming.
You tricked me.
We don't always get to choose how it goes, okay?
Fixer, I shot her in the head.
You did what you needed to do.
What you needed me to do. How aim can an arrow from a bow that can't bend?
How can an arrow from a bow that can't bend? Riddle me this.
Is that an aphorism?
What are you even saying?
Good question.
How about I speak your language? Let the murderers do their murdering. Leave me out of it.
You. Good timing.
How are you alive?
Hey, this is my train. I'm asking the questions. Who do you work for? What do they want?
Jows?
Chris? Who is Chris again?
Chris. We didn't find out who Chris was, right?
I think not. Chris was the lady on the roof. Right, yeah, the smuggler, right? Do we work for anyone?
I mean,
The Jows were directing us.
yeah.
I met with the Jows.
The Jows?
They sent the others to me.
They've gone rogue.
Oh, just all of them.
Chris, she runs a miscellaneous underground network. I wanted to help.
Chris.
You know her?
I told her to wait.
The way the Reds treat us in Old Town, we were done waiting. I was done waiting. The Irish fanatics, they helped. They want to clear the way for a second Allmother.
Those weirdos? They're involved now?
A sister named Doreen. From your time, I think.
I can't believe she would go around me like this.
I can. All the old sisters are getting picked off one by one. Bartender was shot.
No wonder I haven't heard from her.
You talked?
Not as much as I would have liked.
There was a guard. A white guard. Mauve.
Mauve? That's her name?
Why wouldn't it be? I saw her in the communion. She was there with Watcher in the cell. She wants to incinerate all the sisters from the last generation.
If that's true, Noah's in danger. You're telling me they all helped?
In one way or another.
Shit. I knew something was going on. Why do you think we grabbed you?
They cut you out.
Losers.
How'd you know it was me?
I was following you.
I sent Secretary to do some spying on our friends.
But what have you been doing all this time? Where are we?
I finally figured out these damn trains. We're circling. Never in one place. Always on the move.
What's our plan?
That's how trains work.
My plan went up in smoke thanks to you. The ministers were going to overthrow Principal. Legitimately.
The Red Guard would never stand for it.
I was working on it.
Things are out of control. I've seen through Watcher's eyes. People need to know the truth.
Things take time, okay? They take careful planning. I don't expect a shell like you to understand that.
Where are we headed?
We're to rendezvous with everyone in 72 hours. They called a meeting.
Got a flat tire.
Is that
God damn
good?
it. Not now.
What happened?
These trains were never meant to run non-stop like this. Something must have... Get out of my way.
I'll just wait here then. And by here, I mean go find a corner to sit in.
Hell yeah. Aw. Ah. Alright, backwards.
Look at all of her little tools. Neat.
Me, 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 me. I'm Fixer. Yeah, I agree, account made for ants. This train needs more tiny children under the floorboards maintaining the engine. Just... Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's Fixer outside. Okay.
No. It's only a matter of time.
BB, hey. You okay?
Do I know you?
I'm Blue.
You
Dubba dee
seem
dubba
uncertain
die.
about that.
I'm, adjusting.
Long communion ring your sky through the iris of an eye?
Yeah.
Something like that.
So you're the mass murderer.
Well... A dull knife is no knife at all.
Why do I know these words?
They are yours. I spent time with you in the communion.
If you are so acquainted with me, then you must know that I don't trust murderers.
That makes two of us. Two murderers who have it out for murderers.
Leave me.
Well, the murderer
There was dire and damage.
murderer
enough
of my
before you came
murderer
along.
is my murder friend.
Hmm.
Can I just ask you a question? About Fixer and Watcher?
No.
All right.
That's not very yes and of you, BB.
I guess I'll just continue running around in circles then.
Is a circle a straight line?
I mean, I suppose it depends on your perspective.
Purely two-dimensional.
then... Oh, I'm sure there's like...
So mad, but so out of breath. To be honest, it was hard not to laugh.
How is she?
Stable, for now.
You sleep here?
Best that someone is nearby at all times.
What about BB?
Sleeps too soundly.
And Fixer?
Honey, don't play dumb.
You talk to her?
I tell her bedtime stories of the past.
Yeah, I mean, like, is a straight line something that is defined simply by a single vector? Like a single, like, one-dimensional vector?
I think so.
Would that be a useful definition of a straight line?
Seeing as how much she likes that stuff.
Can she hear you? Us?
The monitors don't pick up any response, but you can give it a shot. Maybe you'll be successful, since the two of you have such a bond.
I think Watcher was trying to share something important with me.
Like what?
I love all of this. This is so profoundly my shit. I don't even know why, and I would be completely incapable of describing to you why it is my shit.
Like, imagine if the whole game was in those abstract just phrases. Just like, I don't know, Darmok. You just
feed it to me. Like, I just want to, like, pick up every fragment of this game and eat it.
Right at the end, something about that city. The one we left.
City?
You haven't seen it?
I see. Shared all this to a stranger. I was always trying to get her to open up. To me. Her sister.
that stance.
Watcher, can you hear me? Inside sunrise, please.
Apologies. This often happens.
A mix as old as sweet as...
You want to tell her a story?
Yeah.
Watcher, I can make you an inside sunrise. Have all the ingredients for it. Just wake up.
Bad story.
Melody? I think I'll leave her for now. Let her rest.
As you wish.
No one is beyond forgiveness.
Who's no one?
BattlestarGalactica.txt.
Is that a goldfish?
I believe it is.
Also, I'm kind of hung up on the idea of a parasocial relationship formed where you've experienced someone else's memories of someone else.
Yeah. I mean, there's been films about that, right? Like,
Where you, like, I guess maybe dream of someone and then...
I mean, wasn't that 12 Monkeys?
Kind of. The time travel, though.
Yeah. Being John Malkovich?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's good.
I heard you be John Malkovich.
It's another movie that's goes from being extremely funny to being extremely sad. What am I thinking of? Where it's like you experience someone else's life and suddenly you become...
Do you see what I'm saying?
You become not a scapegoat, because a scapegoat is something that you don't kill, right? But you become like the focal point for all of the things that they have done.
I'll carry her.
BB, without the meds, the equipment,
I'll carry the equipment.
she's lived too many lifetimes.
Are you giving up on our sister?
Don't do that. Remember what our functions have in common. Both require us to separate our heartbreak from our hand.
Well, this is my hand talking. Try again. You are the queen of experimentation. Try something you haven't tried yet.
You're overstepping.
The sand need only pour once before it knows oblivion.
What sand?
I have failed sisters before. If you will not, I'll do it myself.
And I suppose I just sit around and let you make a mess of the place?
You probably shouldn't.
All right. All right, let me think.
Huh. A lot of these movies I haven't
Is
seen.
there something I haven't thought of? What else? What else?
Healer?
Not now.
I want to help.
Honey, just leave me. Please. You really want to help?
Yes.
Then tell Fixer to get herself over to Watcher.
Are you sure it should be me?
I thought you wanted to help.
Okay, but what about the train?
Wait, Gamer, starring Gerard Butler?
Tell her she may not have many more chances.
All right.
I don't remember if Johnny Mnemonic had brain.
I think it was. I don't think it did.
We were never very good at talking to one another.
Maybe the easier it was, the harder it is when it's broken. There was a time I didn't talk to anyone, even my closest sisters.
And how did you come out of it?
Someone believed in me.
Good for you.
How long have Watcher and Fixer been like this?
When Watcher came back to us, she was in a dire state already. Fixer insisted on giving her an eye. Watcher refused. Fixer pressed on. Watcher retreated, and they cut each other deeply.
What was said?
Don't think that's for you to know.
You were hurt.
Skirmishes on the tracks.
Don't
If
fight
you're looking for
trains.
stories of bloody battle, you should move along, sister.
You knew the Minister of Defense?
She was a pupil of mine.
I remember.
If you saw it all, then why ask?
Wish me luck.
Might need more than that with Fixer.
You're funny, Bang Bang Fire.
I was. Once.
Who is she skirmishing with?
Aliens?
Possibly?
I want to see another floaty ghost.
Did we run? Oh no, there she is.
Mess. Everything is a mess.
What is all this stuff?
Pieces for a backup pantograph. Bits for a secondary suspension.
I was trying to read the label.
Something waste?
Yes, waste
This
and not
train
water.
needs a full teardown and rebuild by hand. We can't be sitting still like this.
Do the others help you?
Do you really expect BB to have the precision?
I mean, I kind of hope so.
Or Healer to have the grit? Machines don't consider your feelings. They'll tell you you're wrong every time.
I mean, I guess the Evangelion remade films had kind of that thing where Shinji wakes up and is responsible for like third through like fifth impact
Right.
and gets blamed for it and has no recollection.
I'm thinking more like approaching a stranger and you knowing them from another experience. Maybe a rival had a bit of that.
Yeah.
I guess Groundhog Day is basically kind of like that, because if there's a time loop, then any of the relationships you've developed are kind of the same as someone else developing those relationships, or
Right. I mean, Eternal Sunshine had a lot of that. and I suppose Severance does.
Yeah. Like the stuff with Irving and Bert, kind of.
That's their best quality.
There's something wrong with Watcher's equipment. Can you come check it out?
I actually have not seen Mr. Robot.
It's great.
I need to watch it. I've
Yeah.
heard nothing but good things about it. Also, I think in a kind of a similar vein, Halt and Catch Fire. Are those shows kind of like... They're both about computer nerds, right?
Yeah, Halt and Catch Fire is more of like an alternate history, and Mr.
Okay.
Robot's a thriller.
Okay.
Kid, you really are a piece of work. You lie like a knower. Where did you learn to do that?
You haven't been in Old Town for a while.
I guess I haven't.
Healer told me to get you. Watcher doesn't have a lot of time.
She's always so dramatic. I've got work to do. We're stuck, and who's going to get us unstuck, huh?
I think she really means it.
All right, little messenger. Tell her this for me. Fuck off.
What happened to you on the other side? Is that why you're like this? Is that why you can't face Watcher?
I'd be careful if I were you.
I would say Mr. Robot's closer to Memento.
I'm thinking now, like, okay, I watched the trailer for this game on YouTube, and there was a comment under it talking about how this game had no gameplay. Which is kind of like, it's a farcical complaint. But, like, the reason these cars are the length they are, the reason that there are so many, like, empty cars.
For pacing.
Yeah, it's for pacing, right? It's to make you feel like, okay, I guess I'm just the go-between for this now.
Yeah.
Like,
That was quick.
I have a message to deliver.
Go on.
It's also
The
hard to
train
say, like,
almost
if any of your
fixed.
choices matter.
Oh, is that right?
yeah, like the choice between knife and no knife.
Fair.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone, Blue.
Yeah, it establishes a physical space to match the emotional space between the characters.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm so damn tired. So many years trapped like this, at each other's throats. Is it wrong that I long for simpler times?
What do you miss from that time?
I miss my station, my lab, having the resources to do proper work. All the shells simply doing their part, calling me Sister Pink.
I can call you Sister Pink, if that helps.
No, thank you. Sometimes just to miss something is enough.
How did you escape?
The night of the occupant event, Nowhere came to us, shaking, explained that Watcher got on the train meant for her. That things were going to take a bad turn. BB and I fled to Old Town, and Bartender hid us under the baseboards of the bar.
You mean in the storage?
You know the place,
We stashed strange ingredients down there.
and that's what we were. There was barely enough room to stand. We spent 2 months hiding before Fixer found us. Imagine our surprise. Seeing the dead come back to life.
Just me
I
on the
didn't know
spice rack
Bartender
stored with
did
the
so
other
much.
coriander.
She saved us.
She saved me too. Do you regret anything?
I used to think I was so above everything, speaking my mind and my truth as if everyone wanted to hear it. As if doing the same thing over and over again would make it better, even when everything was getting worse. And some people needed to hear something else.
Healer. You need a break.
I'm beyond rest, honey. Don't worry about me. You, on the other hand,
I'm doing fine.
please. I need someone to listen to me for once.
I think we should listen to her.
Now hear this. Now hear this. This is a system-wide transmission. Direct to you, the esteemed High Minister.
All the Von Trapp children line up.
Sisters and compatriots, this is the High Minister speaking. A brutal attack has been made on our solemn efforts at a sustainable future. I need not recite the damage, but I will speak their names. Vivian, Janice, Vanessa, Eileen, Denise. These were the ministers that served you without a thought to their own desires. Yesterday, they were brutally murdered in an act of senseless violence. Not since the death of the All-Mother have we seen such bloodshed and shared such grief. Yet, there is hope in these trying times. Our principle persists. Yes, sisters, she lives. And with her blessing, I have been given emergency powers to hunt down these terrorists and punish them to the full extent of our laws. Effective immediately, all sisters and compatriots will shelter in place. Those who seek to harm us are still at large. Stay inside, stay safe. We will seek no rest and see no night until those responsible are brought to justice. Let the inside sky cast no shadow for these criminals. This is your High Minister speaking. The year is 7 AA, the time is 1900 hours. Gratitude to the Provisional Government. Help!
So yeah, I was suggesting we take a break.
That sounds great. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be back in a few short minutes, chat.
Yo.
Hello, and welcome back to Talking Simulator. Yeah. Oh, I'm loving this. I love this.
Help!
Someone
me!
help.
Help me!
Get away from me. Move! Help! I'd rather die.
Hello, my name is Mauve.
Healer, do something. Wake her up.
Shortness of breath, heart palpitations, blood pressure spike.
You knew, didn't you? It makes sense now. A knower always knows. You knew what she was doing.
Noah's voice must have triggered her.
My eye! You took my eye! Help! Someone help!
Watcher.
Breathe. Just breathe real slowly, love.
No more. These injections. They make me see things.
Please, Blue. Say something to her.
Star Fox!
Sunrise,
Star Fox,
right?
come in! yeah.
Watcher, you wanted an inside sunrise, right? I have one for you. Mixed to perfection. It'll calm you right down, I promise. Nowhere can hurt you now. You're gonna kill me? Good. Put me out of my misery, sister. How long will this last?
I don't know. This is more strain on her system than she can bear. Go tell Fixer to come now. Go tell her it's now or never.
Heartbeat?
My
Heartbeat?
daily bother comes around.
Fixer. It's now or never.
I
Haven't I heard
live
that before?
forever.
Dramatic. Everyone on this train is so dramatic.
I just
Fix it.
want to live where I
You
am
don't
alive.
understand.
I understand just fine. Watcher does what Watcher wants, and everyone pays for it.
The Fixer I know would never.
Right. How could I forget? You know me. You know Watcher. You know it all, don't you?
Oh, damn. Hate when they call you a know-it-all.
I know she misses you.
You know, while you two were busy reminiscing, some of us were taking things seriously. You heard nowhere. They're after us. They are after you. So have a sense of self-preservation, will you? Leave me alone. Let me do what needs to be done. You can go play nurse with the others.
Fine. Fine. I give up.
Good. Finally. You can thank me later.
Rude.
Blue, quick. She's asking for you.
Healer?
No. Watcher. She's awake. Healer gave her something. For
Is
a
it
sliver of a
chocolate?
second, our sister is back. Just like she was before. Is Fixer coming?
No. I really tried.
Never mind. Go to her.
How about you?
I still need a moment.
What do you mean?
Watcher is dying. Healer says, whatever you do, don't tell her.
We have to tell her.
Why wake her only to deliver daggers? She deserves to traverse in peace.
No, I'm gonna pick
Please.
no knife.
Blue. These last moments are what she will carry into forever. Don't tell her. Please. Sweet, sweet Watcher. How to separate heartbreak from hand.
Heartbreak from hand, door, hook, car.
Be gentle with her.
She needs to know. We can't keep this from her.
We can. We will. Any attempt at a communion will end her. Got it?
No communion. I got it.
We'll wait here.
All right. The one thing they told us not to do.
What happens if you commune with someone and they die?
Do you die in communion?
Watcher. We're back together. Finally. You. I'm sorry. Commune.
Yeah.
Watcher,
Damn.
wait. We can't. Secretary, do it. Wait.
Ah, she got us. Oh, hey. Oh. Oh, jeez. Can't believe you just grokked the controls.
I can.
You've only played with controller.
Watcher, end this communion now.
There's only one other button.
There is a you. A you that remains and remains.
The you are.
There is an us.
We have moved to...
Is that an emoji?
I don't know.
With a pattern we are threading. Listen to me. There is a branch that continues diverging. And this communion.
Yeah, this is what the occupant was saying to us.
Well, let's go climb Mom. Ah, yes.
Where's the next step?
I don't know if there's a forward from here. I think this is a fork.
I can't lock onto any of these, though.
They're too far. We have to go back. I think the lower path is the one you want. There might be one if you fall, there might be one behind you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Now we can head towards Mom. Oh, come on. Wish there was some like distance
Hey.
indicator.
Yeah.
I said stop this right now. There is a now. There is a now, and you are in it. Watcher, we both know you're in bad shape. Me? I'm fine. Here in this place, I feel more than fine. This now. When is it?
Vulture culture.
We just finished a long communion. You showed me everything. Then the time is right.
Ugh.
Okay.
Yeah, now over that way.
I wish you would stop doing that.
Have I just brought us to a complete dead end?
There should be a way up. Like up and forward. That way. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good eyes.
Up.
Dang.
Yeah, just let her go. Yeah, down there.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Man,
Mm-hmm.
this is not gaming.
There's no gameplay. One more. There we go.
Fine, I'll take
Hey.
the obvious one.
It's you. Feels good to stretch my legs. Watcher, can you just stay put for a moment? We're running out of time. I'm glad we can talk. You said we needed to face the future. When did I say that? I say that, don't I? You're confused. Time and sequence. These are hard for me now.
We're in 2019 now.
You must understand.
We definitely seem to be in the alleyway where our parents were cornered by the cops.
Bullies.
Yes, the alley in Chinese Taipei. Or no, it was in Hong Kong.
It was in Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, yeah.
All your memories. Why did you choose me? I was a stranger, a nobody. Yes, you were without rank, status, function, without judgment. I could trust you with what happened. And then the more time I spent with you, I realized. Tell me, why did you name yourself Blue?
Just really not original. Not a single thought.
Because I always felt I was searching for something. Something just out of reach.
It's my favorite Smashing Pumpkins song.
Ah, Blue. the color of futility. You reminded me of me. I wanted more for the both of us. So I stayed and stayed until we became entangled. And now comes the most important part.
The disentanglement.
Our sisters must understand how and why they are alive.
We must help them resist erasure.
After what I did, we're at each other's throats. How are we gonna make them listen?
Let me show you.
Forward. Time for a choreographed dance.
These familiars were gifts from the occupants, a way to communicate with them. When I hurt Secretary, they entered a self-protection state. Iris's commands were washed away.
I remembered everything.
The occupants communicate through referencing memory. Their recall is perfect. Our human ability to remember...
Is pitiful.
Secretary, please.
Apologies.
The occupants gave the familiars to Iris, a way to store her memories outside of herself. They serve to ease where human memory is fallible. A single familiar allows for a two-way communion, like we are having now. But do you remember? Iris transmitting to all the ancient sisters at once. The memory of the city. Yes. When all three familiars are present, a mass communion can be initiated with every living thing in the orchard, the other side, this whole place. We can show everyone all at once what we know. And not only us. The experiences of Iris, her mother, her grandmother, our ancestors. The information in our genetic memory. Will that be enough? I've learned that all change and transformation is violent. Fixer, healer, BBF. They're no match for the Red Guard. There is a way.
Cars.
Yeah.
We simply hit them with cars. Yep. Aw.
Gonna make me walk the last of it.
Frickin'. But I'm lazy.
We must summon the occupant. What? Iris's familiar has a direct link to the occupant. In the mass communion, you must summon them. I don't understand. Iris and the occupant had a pact. As we saw, she had been communing with them regularly, sharing with them her new memories. In exchange for her obedience, the occupant was hers to command. She used this power to eradicate all the other humans in this place. You can't be suggesting.
Hell yeah.
We must seize that power.
Then we can double eradicate everybody.
There is an opportunity now.
Ooh,
I
after the
can feel
dance.
it.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I mean,
Principal may be alive, but
this
she is
was how this
barely
space is
holding on
used.
to life. The explosion. Your actions, though desperate, destructive, have opened a path forward. An opportunity of this kind is fragile. You must ensure the path bends toward justice. You're asking me to use that power to kill sisters? I am asking you to make decisions. Do what it takes to protect a future worthwhile. But this is just the same cycle again and again.
Come on, Shinji. You have to choose to fight.
No. Secretary, explain.
When the occupant appears, I will merge with it.
You can do that?
I am an occupant.
You are an occupant.
Correct. I'm a copy, like you.
Do you remember where you're from? Why you're here?
No, I was branched without that knowledge. I was made to store and transmit memory, and then to learn your way of speaking. Once I merge with my source, I will remember.
And you trust, Secretary? I do.
You will be given administrative privileges upon my merging. I will make sure of that. We are tools. We will accept your commands.
Blue, I have searched for so long. Replaying moments, trying to understand. Finally, I know what has to be done. Principal has the other 2 familiars. We must get to them. Initiate a mass communion, summon the occupant, and allow Secretary to merge with them. But Watcher, we can do it. I know we can.
But
Here. I don't know how to say this, but I don't think you can come with us. What are you talking about? All this time you've spent here has taken a toll. You're dying. Watcher? Who told you to say that? What? What are you talking about? Was it Nowhere? Did she convince you? Was it Principal? No. Watcher, listen to me.
stop retreating. Ooh. Where is she? Yep, down there. The school
Please
roof.
stop pushing me around. Nowhere. She got to you, didn't she? And Nowhere always knows. After I told you everything.
Not there.
Airplane?
Allie? Sorry, that was my wristwatch.
Oh, okay. I think you have to go from the platform that's above.
Yeah, we have to get back up.
Mm-hmm.
Up, up, up.
Oh.
Oh.
Don't see. Airplane. Yeah,
Yeah,
top
there
of the
she
airplane.
is. Yeah.
Yeah. Spotted.
Okay.
Pixel spotted. Yeah.
Where to from here?
Yeah. Keep going up. Across this frine. Frine. Across this frine. So then maybe you can go back up. Yeah. Oh, come on.
There we go, right at the maximum extent.
Are we above the airplane? Sure. Yep. Just aim. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Watcher, stop.
running?
Watcher. I'm afraid she's telling the truth.
The truth? What is the truth?
Your body is broken.
This is exactly what they want. For us to doubt ourselves and give up.
What do you remember last?
I was chained up. No, that's not right. I was with my parents. Iris's parents. No. I was standing on the other side. Or was I talking to Zhao? Secretary, what is this? What's going on?
You were scattered across time.
Why didn't you stop me?
I tried. But every instance, you insisted.
You know what? Kind of reminds me of the beginner's guide a little bit too.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
kind of the scene setting.
Healer warned me early on. How many times have you lived it over? I don't know. I lost count.
837 instances.
Oh. Out there. What's happening out there? You've been in a daze, screaming in your sleep. I can't stop now. I don't know if it will work, but I have to see it through. I was tricked. So easily tricked. This was all my fault. Your sisters want to see you. Talk to them, please. It's your last chance. I want to say goodbye. But I feel present. I am here. I don't want to be a picture. Come on. Let's go talk to Healer and Bibi, okay? And fix her. Wait.
You know, being a picture didn't slow Zhao down at all.
Huh.
Night of the dance.
What is she reliving?
Your mask. I want to pretend. Let me pretend. Okay. Will it hurt? I'm sure Healer won't let that happen. This is where I made the biggest mistake of my life. The world you live in. I never wanted it to turn out that way. I should have done better. We all should have done better. Tried harder. Left you something better. I promise. I will do my best. Secretary will do their best, right?
I'm always doing my best.
Not here. It's not here. One more. One more.
I guess it's an interesting idea to use a video game to share a story about the past with the future generations, let's say. Like the immigrant story, the generational trauma, but aimed not necessarily at your own children.
Yeah. Yeah. At every future.
Ooh, bathroom.
Also, I've been in this Vancouver apartment.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is a New West, like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like you're only expecting to live here a couple years.
Yep. Please?
Caught in a doorway you can't break out of. Iris's
must
bedroom?
be, yeah. Doors open.
Ah.
Sometimes your backpack
I love
isn't
that.
big enough.
Okay. Like the top-down perspective, so that everyone is just like head and shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And then finding her laid out, and suddenly, like, it just kind of opens the space a little bit.
That's how it goes.
Doing the Shinji pose.
Isn't it strange? I've never actually been here before, but everything in my body tells me it's home.
As we were just discussing, I have been in this Vancouver apartment before. These are all pieces of IKEA furniture, I'm confident.
Thank you, Blue. I'm ready to see my sisters now. I can't wait to see you. Secretary,
Yes, Watcher.
lights out. I'll go get Healer. Watcher? Watcher.
What did I say about communions?
I couldn't stop her.
Did you at least get to talk to her?
I did.
Did she say anything about us?
She didn't have a chance.
Watcher.
The train's broken for good, and we can't sit here any longer. We have to go on foot.
Watcher. Do you hear that? We're going for a walk.
We're not taking a body with us.
No. No, that's not right.
We're not carrying a corpse around.
She's right, BB.
I can carry her. Let me carry her.
No, no one is carrying her. I'm not asking for your opinion. We leave her behind, or we'll end up just like her.
Fixer,
What?
you're a cold bitch.
Tell someone who cares. You little motherfucker. Don't worry. I won't let them touch you ever again.
Dates.
Override slot 1. It doesn't matter.
But what if we want to go
What
back?
if we what if we were trying to roll this back to chapter 4?
Look, I need more renegade points.
Oh. What did I just got a flash of one of the Star Wars games?
KOTOR?
No,
No?
like one of the first or third person ones. Jedi Knight, maybe?
Oh, yeah, wow.
BB. I'm here if you need me. Hey, how are you holding up?
Huh. Come to pick on me? I wanted off that train. But walking all the way? This is more exercise than I've done in years. Honestly, I'm more worried about BB. She's not taking this well.
I could talk to her.
I wouldn't.
What is this place?
Fixer told me about it once. Said she found it while she was on the run, hiding on the tracks. Don't know much else.
The Jows, Chris, and the others. Are they meeting us here?
They better be. I'm not walking another step on those tracks.
Are you doing okay?
Me? I thought I would be relieved that we don't have to take care of her anymore, that her suffering is over. Don't worry. I'll be fucked up later.
Yeah, it's like that.
Just wait and see.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll hold out and then I'll be fucked up once everything is stable. And I can just
Really.
Yeah. There will be a time coming up, maybe in the next 15, 20 minutes tops, where I can deal with all of this. But I'm going to hang on until such a time as it's convenient for you and everyone else. Then I'll just take 5.
I'm here.
Just need enough space to curl up on the floor in a ball.
Yep. But I'm gonna hang on until that time.
After everything Watcher told you, do you think she was at peace?
No. Fuck no, man.
Just
no.
I ain't dying. You lied to me.
Maybe now is not the best time.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't want to know right now. You go on ahead. I need to catch my breath.
Hey, Blue, want to carry one of these?
So what do you think Cold Harbor is? I think it's war.
It does sound very warlike.
It's either war or death. Cold Harbor, they've been specific that the names are code names. They don't strongly relate, or they don't relate at all.
Allentown, etc.
Yeah, they don't relate to what is going on. But Cold Harbor is not like a name you just pick out of a hat at random.
I feel like it's total control.
Yeah.
So it is death, but it's the death of the lower
Ego.
class.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they are looking for ego death.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Where everything
definitely
just becomes like a heap of broken images, right? The nothing has any context anymore. Everything is a tabula rasa.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bodies.
Hello.
You aren't Red Guards.
Johnson's?
Maybe. Yeah, there's a rifle. We haven't seen one of those since
The 50, yeah. Wow. This space. Definitely lightsaber battle material.
Yeah.
I don't think we can even talk to Fixer. Where are we trying to... I could climb that.
Easily. Me too. All it would require is doing one single chin-up. And honestly, who couldn't do that? Who would be unable to do a single chin-up?
Look. My doctor said
I have a note.
that I'm supposed to do more exercise. Shut up.
Yeah, just use force jump. I only have I got in. It's called Canada Fitness here in Canada, where they make you do like sit-ups and push-ups and like chin-ups in elementary and high school.
And you have to like do you do sprints and stuff, and they time you.
Yep. I always got participation. Except for the endurance run, which everyone hated, and I could do until they told me that it was okay to stop.
Oh, nice.
I could just run indefinitely. And that always felt good.
Sure.
Well, you should've.
Good. You're here.
She just watched us do
We've
that.
got a couple things to do before everyone gets here.
What is all this?
This is a tomb.
I guess you didn't bury all of them.
Yeah. Mom was never great with the details.
I guess not.
I'm not what you would call a details guy. I'm really more of an ideas guy.
Secretary, I've brought up the CCTV database.
We're a thought leader, not a thought implementer.
I see it.
What if we built them out of nanotubes? Go on. 5 years from production.
It's all electricity.
You can pay me in stock options.
Manifest the database. I want you and Blue to comb the records.
Understood.
If everything Watcher said is true... Anyways, just do it, okay?
What am I looking for?
I'm sure one of these dead assholes had full access. Find out which one and tell Healer. I'll get things ready here.
Blue, the records will appear as time indexes for your viewing pleasure.
Indices.
He's a baby!
Okay.
This is a difficult operation. I will need to borrow your memory to cache the representations.
Okay, in Friday nights, we had a thing, Jobby the Joblin.
Jobby the Joblin.
As it turns out, Jobby is slang for poop
In the UK.
Scotland.
Just
And
in the UK in general.
In the UK
It's not exclusive to Scotland.
Okay, because my response, and I've been so good about not saying this, is I live my life in such a way that I never have to give a shit about what anyone on that island thinks. Just speaking of, like, language.
Yeah.
I don't mean to correct the writers. It's a reflexive thing.
Oh, that was not on the writers.
Yeah.
Sure.
Please
That's
witness
on
them so I can further
their vocal
translate the other
director,
data.
if anybody.
Congratulations. You've got new colors.
White?
Ooh. We are the synthesis of all of them? Vertice.
Talking to ghosts.
No, that was
Something like
Fixer's
that.
right there.
Well, don't slow down for me. You've got a function to perform. Tell me which body, and I'll show you some magic.
You're more
What about the
dangerous than
nearest
you let
body?
on, aren't you?
Oh, flattery at this hour? I like it.
What's in the box?
You'll see.
I loved the loading ready live bit, what's in the box?
Yep.
Especially because Alex used Brad Pitt from Seven as the graphic for it. So good.
It's hard to believe this. I guess they were ready to settle in for a long time.
It's data? Aw, pretty clouds.
Baby, what are you doing?
Keeping a light on. This way, Watcher can see where we are and find us. I don't want her to be lost.
I've already forgotten what we're doing.
I thought we were supposed to find, like, commune with all of these guys and find the one that had the passcode.
It's not Splatty McGee. Maybe if we get back to Healer? Because, logically, it would be that body right there.
Yeah,
The one
that would be
that's, like,
that would be the
10
easy one.
feet away. It's bigger than 10 feet, but,
It's hard to believe this place exists. I guess they were ready to settle in.
All right. That one. Just try to slug up the ramp.
No bueno.
Ah.
Unless we're supposed to right click on them.
No.
I don't think we can.
No time control.
Unfortunately, we're playing this.
Oh. All right. Is this a different time? Hey!
Oh, there we are. Thanks, chat. This is all Fixer.
Blue, orange, green, Yep.
I mean, no, these aren't fixers. These are the guards.
They're not saying it, but
Hey, it is
Central
the
has
50.
calculated our chances. It's a damn lottery. Why do you think they're 50? They're hedging their bets.
It can't be that bad.
Well, you heard. They sent some craft into orbit. Bad news up there, too. Only way is down.
It wasn't that keyboard mouse is being tricky. It was that our controllers are acting
Well,
up.
we just don't know what the controls are on keyboard mouse.
Well, she's a fine
So
subject.
we are using keyboard mouse for the first time.
You know, that radiant skin and hair that comes with youth.
But will she cooperate?
It'll take a bit of persuasion.
Your forte.
Exactly. You remember.
Girl, I'm always trying to forget.
Damn.
What is Mimi a hypochoristic for?
What is hypochoristic?
Like a diminutive, but not necessarily a diminutive.
Mimi, Miriam, Mary,
Miriam? Okay.
Peggy, you know.
All systems are green.
Excellent. We will see the sky again.
Minerva? Yeah.
Yes, sir. I have no doubt.
You have a military background?
I do, sir.
Where were you stationed?
Edmonton, Canada.
PPCLI?
A great tragedy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you go to the river valley. Go to the river. The river valley's so pretty. If you live in Edmonton, you tell everyone to go to the river valley.
Okay, but taking the LRT every day, crossing the river valley is a great part of that journey.
I suppose so. It's just like going to the river valley and being like, so this is where all the sewage goes, right?
Hell yeah.
But it's the only green space in the entire province.
I had friends from Edmonton.
Oof. I'm sorry, man.
A necessary sacrifice.
Yeah, they could have used it.
Yes. More to come in a minute.
Yeah, the Princess Pat's Canadian Light Infantry.
Let's not delay.
You have the tree. I had a friend once who got married in the town of Three Hills, Alberta.
Right?
Have I told this story?
No,
to
but I
excess?
know it's in Three Hills.
It's Three Hills. It was named Three Hills because having three hills is not only noteworthy in this part of the world, but like definitionally, you just like, wow, Three Hills. We must not only settle here, but we will call this place Three Hills, for it is the only place where there will be three hills. And we were pulled over for speeding on our way there. And the cop was like, so where are you boys headed? And the driver said, Three Hills. And the cop said, why? But with more despair in his voice. He said, why? There, that was it. That was it. That was the tone.
No, I went to high school in a town called Grand Prairie.
Big flat.
Big Flat.
Big flat.
The town of Big Flat.
Just big and flat.
Just big and flat.
I was born in a town called Prince George.
Why? Why is it called that?
Because calling it the Herpy was probably rude. I was repeatedly
It's a volcanic caldera. It's great.
I was told repeatedly it was a great place to raise children. Which, I mean,
As one of those children.
yeah. I survived the experience. Yeah, at some point I'm going to go back to Prince George and I'll be like, man, actually this place is nicer than I remember. And then somebody will be like, I heard what you said about us on the Intertron, and just beat the shit out of me with a beer bottle.
If anything, it's gotten more modern consumerist.
Oh, good. Because it used to have, like, not everything was a Walmart
Now
or a Canadian Tire.
There's the Walmarts and the Canadian Tires. Just big boxes.
I remember when there was a local pub chain called Shooters that was buying up all of the neighborhood pubs
I forgot about
and
Shooters.
consolidating them all. So, you know, it bought like College Heights Pub, it bought the one downtown, it bought the one in the mall, and then apparently went bankrupt, and all of the local pubs closed down simultaneously.
Then you had to go to the keg.
You can't make me.
What about Moose McGillicuddy's?
Jesus Christ. Holy shit. I'd forgotten. Moose McGillicuddy's closed and was replaced with Tan Vu, which was honestly quite a nice Vietnamese place.
Okay, do they still have like a dress code?
No. Tan Vu was nice though. We also had Danamundi, which was a really good Indian place.
Okay.
I remember. I would still rank Danamundi among like top ranked Indian places I've ever eaten at.
I was talking to my mom about like the steamship grill.
BX? No.
It was the one with the water wheel.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
Let's not delay. It's currently on the screen, and we're just like, hey, let's talk about hometowns for 10 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir.
Have we spoken to this one?
Orange? No.
Hey, you check out those theme parks they built for us?
The city simulacra?
All Pacific theme. An Asian one, a Cascadia one. There's even a fake suburb.
Does the Cascadia one have IPAs? I could go for an IPA.
Ian, in a fit of protest, has started calling it the Southwest Pacific.
Right. Yeah.
Or the Pacific Southwest.
I'm sure it'll catch on. We can certainly engage in just like a brute force headbutting challenge with the Americans.
No. Where we're from, it's the south part. Go back to St. Albert.
I mean, for the vast bulk of humanity, it is kind of the Pacific Northwest. Although I suppose it can be more Pacific and Northwest. But, I mean, from an equatorial point of view.
They're afraid we'll go crazy.
And this is their solution?
Don't knock it till you try it. I had fun.
Maybe you've already gone crazy.
Maybe I showed up on this ship crazy.
Convenient.
Take a visit sometime. It'll remind you of home.
I don't need to be reminded.
Alright. So, did we figure out who has the security key? I think it's probably Mimi.
Yeah, she seems to be in charge.
It's hard to believe this place. I guess they were ready to settle in.
So do we
continue going on tangents?
Is there another like upstairs area people group? I can't imagine it would make us go down the big escalator. There we go. Blue.
I'm not good with enclosed spaces.
You're telling me this now?
Come on. We all had to cheat, lie, and steal our way onto this ship.
Ship?
What? You didn't lie? Jasper.
Have we been in space this whole time?
Shh. It just helps me focus. You won't tell anyone.
So long as you share.
I mean, is it another Mimi? Or isn't Amelia Mia?
Or Amy.
Amy?
Alright. Do we have another time zone to go to? 15? Yeah. There we go. Oh yeah, look at how official this looks. One of these people's bound to have.
Pacific 50 to Central 1. Reporting in.
Pacific 50, please respond. Central 1 to Pacific 50. Message received. Incoming video transmission.
Standing by.
Johnson, putting on a little weight, are you?
Any updates?
You're not gonna like it.
Yeah, we got a fat Johnson on this ship, I'll tell you what.
Tell me anyway.
Those sick fuckers love suffering so much? Well, we're gonna put on the best show they've ever seen. 5 simultaneous, consistent showings of our remaining most populated areas. We've already notified the cities. Good lead up, I'd say. People are running, sheltering, hiding, you name it. We'll prolong it as long as we can, make good cover for our descent.
Will it work?
I swear. Peace to honey. These monsters. They're already making their way there.
And the cities? Their names?
Not Edmonton.
You really need to know. What's left of Seattle, LA, New York, Toronto, Houston, the big ones, Johnston.
So we're safe.
The rest
Oh,
of
yeah,
the world
yeah.
is doing the same.
I'm sure nothing that hits Seattle would get anywhere near
Not
us.
even a little bit.
We'll have a memorial.
I wouldn't if
Stop
I
right at the border.
Think happy thoughts.
That's
Don't
what the border
tip your
does.
location. Some old shit once called us the scourge of the earth. They may have been right. Let's show them what a fucking scourge can do.
That is not a constructive attitude.
The simulations were promising.
Fake numbers always look good, don't they? Fingers crossed it won't be you.
Fingers crossed.
Say hi to Mimi for me, will you? Central 1. Out.
Spin up for descent?
Yes, sir.
What do you think, Mimi?
All right, 14's open. Do you want to take a break before that?
Yeah, let's. All right, we're going to be right back, chat. See you soon. So over the break, I was like, hey, brain, any thoughts on why we feel gross? And my brain was like, oh, I've got several, actually.
Do you want them in order?
Yeah. It's like, well, first up, you woke up at 6 a.m. when you usually wake up at 9. You went to bed last night at 9 when you usually go to bed at 3. And then you had a cup of coffee. You had an almond croissant. So congratulations on getting 800 calories and sugar right off the bat. Then you came to work where you had 3 more cups of coffee and a Mountain Dew that's now been out of the fridge for 3 hours.
The
2 hours.
The temperature affects it?
I mean, doesn't help.
Oh no, warm Mountain Dew, room temperature.
Like, this is something I could have done quite easily when I was 16. Right? Where you're just like, yeah, man, no, it's okay. I'll tamp it all down with a bag of junior bacon cheeseburgers from Wendy's.
My record is
10
6
p.m.
liters of pop at a D&D game.
Well, like...
It was several hours.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Just...
Did you go to Superstore and just pick up, like...
Pretty much, yeah.
Like...
And they were like 2 for 1?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Anyway, I'm meeting my girlfriend after this stream, and we're going for nachos.
Eating? Oh, nachos.
I mean, nachos.
Yeah. Yeah, well, as you know, I don't usually eat until like 10. So, after this, Ian's going to Costco. And then I think we're getting wings.
Nice.
So
Red Bulls.
Food might be closer to 11. But I'm fine. I've only had 1 coffee and most of this Baja Blast.
I'm now wondering if the toilet paper I buy at Costco is an American. Is everything at Costco going to be more money now? Probably.
I don't know.
It was just nice to go and buy a year's supply of toilet paper.
We've got our own pulp manufacturers. I don't know if we...
Yeah, but all that stuff like crosses the border
It goes
like, multiple
down
times.
for processing.
Ooh, almond flour breaded chicken tendies. Nice.
There's a strong likelihood both countries experience price hits for consumers.
Yep.
Yeah, there might be a little...
Yeah, I think...
As the back and forth continues of, oh, you're tariffing us, we'll tariff you, or you're withholding from us, we'll withhold from you. It's great.
Yep. Always what I wanted. Closer ties to Europe.
The stupidest timeline. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been the whole time. This is how we got here.
Yeah, I mean, like... Yeah, I mean, what does remain strong in our economy is suddenly having a lot of petroleum products and bottling plants that will go...
Water!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Water. Like, okay, we used to bottle things here. We won't be doing that anymore. And we've got petroleum products that need to be used up. Now all we need is a textile plant. And we have Molotov cocktails.
Ah, that's
The
what you're
Anarchist
talking.
Cookbook.
Yes.
Yeah, where did the timeline diverge? I still think there's a reasonable percentage that this is all the hallucination of one of you who took an edible during Cats.
Oh, you think so? 2019
Yeah.
was the change. This isn't just like, and this is what would have happened if Al Gore lost the election. At the recount in Florida.
Yeah, exactly. If somebody had shown, I don't know, the inkling of a spine over the whole thing. You know, turning on the Large Hadron Collider.
Yeah, forked the universe.
Yeah. I mean, David Lynch's theory that, like, posited across numerous films and television series that it was the nuclear test.
Nelson Mandela died in office.
Yeah, the Mandela effect.
Mm-hmm. It's real, people.
The Berenstain universe.
The
Berenstain.
No, we're in the Stain one.
Yeah. Oh, are we?
Yes. It's Stain.
But I thought it was Berenstain. Okay, yeah.
No.
That's the evidence.
There's exactly.
Yep. We are in the stained universe. Just devastating.
It's boring stone, you fools.
I mean, yeah, I feel that we've been, as a universe, we have been the... Did you ever play, Brain? Why can't we remember this? The answer is I'm getting old. The game where you are underwater and you are constantly being cloned. It's a horror game.
Soma.
Soma.
No,
I feel
not.
we've been rolling the 4 up on Soma, like our Soma forks.
Yeah.
To experience the universe that gets to move forward.
Oh.
And that there was one break where we just rolled the 1 to 3, and now we're just kind of like, because, you know, like, in order for this future to exist at all, like, we had to navigate the Cuban Missile Crisis, where, what was it, the political officer on a Russian submarine who refused to turn his key?
Basically, yep.
And then, like, Able Archer 83, where, what's his name? Stanislav Petrov? The Red Air Force officer who, again, refused to turn his key.
Yeah.
Right? Those all feel like inflection points. Like a time traveler had to be like, you know, meet that person at the bar beforehand and be like, wow, you know, I'm going to make a subtle but emotionally resonant argument for how this universe deserves to go forward. And that will imprint in this person's mind. And then they will choose not to do something.
Yeah, you gotta worry when all the time travelers start showing up.
Yep. I once wanted to write a 1-act play set in the Library of Alexandria. I'm sure I've told this story.
I think you have, and I think you should just do it.
I should do it, but then I will have done it and I can no longer claim to want to do it as a way of establishing my intellectual bona fides. I'm an ideas guy, not a writer. But the concept was that Hypatia is getting really fucking sick of all these time travelers showing up and stealing books because their Greek is appalling. Whatever, she can barely understand you people. But she is put together because she's very intelligent. But you're a time traveler. She doesn't like it. She knows what it means.
For a game like this, I'm wondering, is your audience people that the story resonates with, or are you attempting to give people insight into an experience they've never had or never even heard of? Like, is this for people like or unlike?
I mean, I feel the act of storytelling is to reach across a divide that cannot be bridged by simple, like, direct communication.
Right.
And so you wrap that communication in metaphor, in symbolism, and then extend it.
Like a little cheesy treat for dog pills.
Yeah, exactly. We are now in the cheese layer around the antibiotic.
Right. But it makes me think of Detroit Become Human, and, you know, the message being, if you appeal to empathy, it works.
Right. Which is hilarious.
Right? So it's like the entire premise hilarious? Because there's no freaking way that someone who doesn't vibe with it is going to pick up what they're putting down?
Yeah. I mean, I wonder if anyone has ever been like, oh wow, yeah, I experienced this entire story. It was a metaphor for someone that I, felt otherwise an instinctual revulsion for, and now I get it, and I feel bad about that emotional.
Or is it just gonna be
reaction
like
to it?
Chud's being like, I can't play this game because you're a girl.
Yeah. Where are the boobs?
Is there futility in trying to reach out to the other side? Are the lines so hard? Can we not reach across the aisle?
The problem with reaching across the aisle is sometimes they pull you across it.
Oh, God. People snatchers.
A drowning man is very dangerous. But then again, I guess somebody has to.
Right. I think Furiority's got a good point here. It says, I don't remember who said it, but there was someone who talked about watching Dumbo as a kid, and everybody else sided with Dumbo and hated the bullies, including bullies who didn't reflect on it at all.
Yeah, like you can...
People often just see themselves as the hero, the protagonist, and not...
Right, not as the metaphor, not couched in the metaphor. Yeah, right. I'm gonna come out and say it, i.e., the Christian right.
Yeah, because they'll read and interpret things in a way that supports them being the good guys. When they're being assholes.
Yeah.
It's like y'all missed the part where you're not supposed to try to cause the apocalypse, right? It's one of the main things.
But that's how the book ends. That's where we're supposed to want to go.
All right, more game until so we don't get on like a Zionist tangent. Let's land this ship. I don't think you have to walk around this. You should go back downstairs.
I mean, I don't think there's anyone to talk to downstairs.
Well, then do we have minus 14 open?
We do.
All right. All right, they've all left.
I do like that
them.
this guy going downstairs is like our signpost to like, yeah, you can just go downstairs.
Oh.
We've been cleared for descent.
Now hear this, now hear this. This is a ship-wide transmission. Prepare for descent.
All stations secured and reporting in.
Descent.
Descending. One 0 meters.
Just say 10.
50 meters.
No!
100 meters.
No!
Where's the consistency?
No change detected.
150 meters. 200.
Interesting.
50 meters.
Surface activity detected.
Brace. Brace.
With what?
100 meters. 600 meters, sir.
Pacific 48 has activated self-flooding. Pacific 42, 44, 45 self-flooding activated.
Oh no, it's full of LCL.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to avoid ambiguity between 15 and 50.
Yes.
They're drowning themselves.
Occupants are changing
But what would you
trajectory.
confuse 10 with?
That's 8,000 souls.
Destination reached. 1,000 meters, sir.
Communications coming in from Arctic 12, 14, descent confirmed. Atlantic 29, 26, and 21, descent confirmed. Pacific 41, descent confirmed.
And the rest?
No word yet, sir.
Central 1?
Nothing yet from Central 1.
Oh. Wah.
Blah.
Hello, everybody.
24 hours. We can safely assume that only 7 of 50 facilities made their proper descent. We can also assume Central 1 is down.
Jesus Christ.
If it wasn't for Pacific 48 self-flooding, and then the others drowning like that.
Yes. It was the grueling anticipation of their own deaths that saved us.
An interesting strategy.
Those were people, Secretary.
Such trauma results in intensified memory collection. The occupants, we, must have interpreted that as an act of communication.
All right, Solaris.
Mimi, the work of you and your team, please, commence immediately. We must make their sacrifices worthwhile.
Leave it to me, Johnny. I gotcha.
One more thing. This information stays with us. We need to keep our spirits high, lest we attract the occupants' attention. Not a single word to the rest of the crew. Do you understand?
Your spirit should be all cheer, or your demeanor should be all cheer, gentlemen. This seems to indicate that someone was coming up from downstairs.
Doubt it.
You are correct. There they are.
Green's up there.
Follow the ghosts.
We might end up like the rest of them, buried at sea.
You weren't supposed to talk about it.
Activity 24/7. We're gonna be okay. Leadership said, think good, happy thoughts.
Oh yeah? Is that what you're doing?
I'm thinking about the last conversation my husband and I had about fruit. We didn't know it would be our last.
Doesn't sound happy.
Well, he was good, and we were happy.
been a wave of, people ending it.
It's been 5 years. We're not meant to be holed in like this.
There's plenty of space. They made sure of that. Buried space.
People need to touch grass.
We brought grass.
Go touch it.
Glad I never have to worry about you.
Have you seen the girl lately?
Iris?
She's got murder in her eyes. I don't blame her.
What is she going to do? She's a teenager.
You don't have any children, do you?
Gonna use her teenage powers.
Any results?
The last 5 clones had some interesting outcomes.
Okay, that's an interesting tone.
Such as?
Hands
Good
for
news.
fingers.
They're growing faster now, so we won't have to wait for them to get to their target age. We can also implant knowledge, language, motor skills, and so on. They'll come out immediately more useful. Bad news? They all still succumb to the sample of the disease. Don't look so disappointed, Johnny. I won't settle for less than an exact copy.
And the child?
The backup? Just like a real human thing. Adorable. Everybody loves babies. Except for Iris. Iris is not so smitten.
I've spoken to Pacific 41. We've agreed that we will take an accelerated approach while they continue with caution. Your request for increased capacity has been approved.
Explain baby.
You know me, Johnny.
Who is the baby?
I hate
Who's baby?
But who is baby?
Oh, down and around again.
Pacific 41 blinked out yesterday.
What do you mean, blinked out?
Cut all communications.
What?
Shh. Keep it down.
What happened over there?
I don't know. The last transmission we received? No words. Just screaming. And then something worse. Say what you will about Iris, but at least her presence gives us hope.
Gimblax, I think the implication is that the baby is not a clone. Like Youngest.
Yeah.
Youngest is one of the Iris
I
clones.
visited Asia Town.
It's good, right? I told you.
Yeah, it's nice.
Asia Town?
My daughter
It's
would
the
have
theme
loved it.
park.
It's good that she's gone. That she didn't have to see all this. It would have broken
But at
her
least she
little
got to
heart.
see Asia Town.
Kids, you know?
They've got karaoke. Have you done the karaoke?
I don't sing.
That's besides the point.
Ben, you don't have to.
Come on, let's go. Make a night of it. You deserve joy. Your daughter would want that.
Another reduction. They're cutting down on lab-grown food this time.
The faster we solve this, the faster we can return to the surface.
Listen to yourself. Do you really think you're gonna live to see this? They're already training the next generation to replace Mimi. She's got her own little academy, and they each get their own Iris. They didn't call this a generation ship for kicks. I just want to eat steak. Is that so much to ask?
Steak's a lot to ask.
Yeah.
Cows?
Grow a whole animal and then kill it. Takes years, man.
Like tons of grass has to go inside and they off gas so much.
It's the worst.
If I decide to be an
Imagine what a
idiot,
cow would do to your
I'll be
carbon
an
scrubbers.
idiot on my own accord.
Enough of the Bach quotes, Johann the 50.
What do
Oh,
you
we
want?
balk now.
So angry. Is this about your top performer not performing?
I wasn't made for this, Mimi. I know that now.
You should step aside.
Who will take this? Who wants this? Tell me. You?
A change would be nice.
Say something useful or leave.
One of the clones has successfully entered their 3rd trimester.
Okay.
It's the furthest we've made it so far. It's worth celebrating.
If it fails, I don't want this branch going any further.
We've yet to try inseminating the original.
What? Iris? Out of the question.
We must exhaust all possibilities. It is our duty. To those who gave their lives.
We've put her through enough.
Johan, weren't you from Toronto?
You know, what they do in Toronto.
Yeah.
Get teenage girls pregnant.
Yeah.
I wanted to go. Bridge crew has to stay behind. You know that.
I mean, if it's been 5 years, she's in her 20s, but whatever.
Johnson got to go.
They're out of their minds, bringing Iris to the surface. Just because she asked?
It's reckless.
Wouldn't you want some fresh surface air? Feel a gust of wind? Touch some real grass, for fuck's sake?
Who says there's any grass left?
It's all because Mimi and Iris have gotten a little too close.
What does that mean?
You know exactly what that means. We've all seen them disappear together for hours.
Careful what kind of bullshit gossip you're spreading.
Shit does spread around here.
We risked everything. Gave up everything to be here. For what?
For a goddamn clown show.
I believe that's a circus.
All right. Uppies?
Must be uppies.
Aha.
She'll live.
Yeah, it was. We saw this. We saw Iris at the school in the future.
A stab wound like that?
She has to live. This can't all be for nothing.
We have contingencies. Mimi's not the only researcher here.
Iris. That bitch needs to be put in her place.
That's it. It's over. We're stuck down here forever. We're doomed.
Sir.
Spit it out.
It's Mimi. She's in critical condition.
What?
Iris, she...
Stabbed.
You better get over there.
All right.
Countdown's getting closer.
Is that Blue standing on the railing?
Looks like it.
Just doing those toe strengthening exercises.
Some fresh air.
Ooh.
Just some wind against my face.
Amelia, no!
Oh, just above that splat.
Yep.
All right. Wow.
No, 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 no.
No, 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 no.
Medic. Someone. Get a medic.
Amelia, come on, stay with us. Amelia.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do this for me, Blue? When the time comes? It would be awful to not know where you are.
Stay back.
You wouldn't dare.
Watch me.
All right.
I've revoked Johnson's biometrics and assigned administrative access to my retinal scans.
Now hear this. Now hear this. All crew and personnel return to their quarters immediately and await further instructions. We've secured the food production.
Setting course to the last known position of Pacific 41.
We're getting a transmission from Pod 3.
Who is it?
It's Johnson.
On speaker.
George. Natasha. What are you doing?
Please, cooperate. We don't want any bloodshed.
You do not want this job. Trust me.
Mimi is dead. The research is going nowhere. We need to link up with the surviving fleet. Find another way.
I'm telling you, stop now, or else there's no turning back.
Natasha, end transmission.
All right, George. Which one of these bodies is you?
Okay.
Okay.
Forward. Where's George? There he is.
Stop!
What the hell are they doing?
Oh, you know.
I said, stay back.
There we go. There's George.
Jesus fucking Christ.
We never should have survived.
They wouldn't back down.
You moron.
If you don't have the stomach for this, step aside.
Do you have any idea what you've done?
Ah. Guess I know who that is.
Brace! Brace!
What's going on?
That's the surface activity alarm.
We fucked up. And now they've come for us.
Occupado.
Stop thinking happy thoughts.
Whoa!
This is the one. Thanks, Iris.
The suits have preserved their bodies remarkably well. Healer will have something to work with.
Come on, let's go tell her.
Are you ready for me?
I found the body.
Good girl. A+. All the stars. Anything else of interest?
The occupant killed those who survived the bullets.
Interesting.
Yeah?
Doesn't look like they use the disease. Usually there'd be more signs. Water stains, maybe. I wonder what other method they used. Show me. Well, well. This is our lucky specimen?
That's him. Are you gonna show me your magic trick?
You give a little, you get a little. After the whole ordeal, with Watcher refusing one of Fixer's eyes, I started growing some. A hobby that became a bit of an obsession.
Do we make contact? Grow eyes. I'm making a video game reference. Realize I haven't said anything in a little while. But to 2013 PlayStation 3 game Bloodborne. Which is timely. and also emotionally resonant and appropriate.
Right.
You've been carrying around a pair of eyes?
The more modern reference, Elden
few
Ring.
more than
They're
a few.
grapes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I never got that far in Elden Ring. It just didn't quite grab me, you know?
Yeah.
We've been cloning for time immemorial, but we've never pursued a more permanent manipulation of the recipe.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Why? Wouldn't you want improved eyesight? Increased muscular strength? Extra lung capacity? So who's this guy? What's his name?
George.
Let's make these eyes look just like George.
Little mini Georges.
Take those eyes over to Fixer. She can give them a whirl.
Let's hope it works.
Go on. I'm going to poke at this body some more.
Sure.
Gross.
Such judgment.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Watcher really did rub off on you.
That's obscene.
She's down on the floor, isn't she?
Is she? Oh, I thought she was just like half a level up. But no, you're right.
All right, here goes nothing. The retinal scans are confirmed. No way. I've been dreaming about this for years.
Years?
Navigation, propulsion, energy distribution,
Fixer.
life support, climate control, contingencies, it's all here.
Fixer.
What? Can't you see I'm busy?
Our guests are here.
Blue, go and greet them.
Me.
You know them, and they know you.
What are you gonna do?
I just need a bit more time. I'll
Go to
explain later.
space.
Trust me, okay? Go.
Space.
Please. And
I mean-
not a word about Watcher yet. Got it?
Give me
None
the
of that
option.
Stuff you told us. Let's keep that to ourselves.
You better have something good.
Don't worry. I do.
Keep them busy for us.
I'll do what I can.
I'll be watching your back.
I'll intercept their
We're not
bullets with
losing
my
anybody
body.
else today.
Oh, look who it is. Our brave little miscellaneous.
I'm taller than you.
That's what's wrong with you Iris types. Always looking down on us.
Cherry saved me. She didn't have to, but she did. I owe her my life.
Cherry. She was always a romantic. You need to make her sacrifice count.
If Watcher was alive, whose body was that at the garden center?
They must have stuffed some poor shell and dressed her up.
That's horrible.
You Iris types don't even know your own capacity for cruelty.
What do you want from all this?
We want reparations for all that ancient Iris did to ancient Zhao. She was a shitty friend. We want control of the other side to govern and operate as we please. We want control of our own creation. No more printing unless we say so. And we're not wearing these stupid uniforms anymore.
How do you know about the past?
Secretary came to us.
A communion?
No, I can only interface with Iris descendants. In this case, the distance was too great between host and guest. So instead, I gave a grand oration. It was Watcher's idea.
Secretary told us the whole story. We thought we were made to serve Iris types. They gave us life, but after everything we learned, Zhao was a whole person in her own right. She deserved better, and we're gonna make that a reality, even if it kills us. We're only here out of respect for Watcher. She set us on the path for justice, and we owe her for that. But Fixer and her lot, we're moving forward, with or without them.
I want you to know I'm sorry. Sorry for everything Iris did to Zhao. Sorry for everything my kind has done to yours. I want to make it right. For you and for the others. I owe that to Cherry.
Actions. Not words, miscellaneous. Prove it to us.
Fair.
Kid, I'm glad to see you. I imagine Bartender never wanted you to be blown to pieces. I'm relieved. It's strange to see BBF again. And Healer. Fixer. Ghosts of the past. I guess that's how everyone else sees us.
That's unfair.
What's fair and what's true? What's more important?
If you've given up already, why are you here?
I haven't given up. You kids don't stop to think sometimes. Age gives you more ways to look at things. Enough time to make mistakes, not be so full of bluster. I know some people just want us to crawl down a dark hole and disappear. But we've still got some dignity left, and we'll fight for it.
So, what do you want for yourselves?
We want safety and acknowledgement for all we've contributed through the transition, through the founding of the provisional government. Maybe not everything needs to change so quickly. Maybe there's something you can learn from us. This is what Bartender would have wanted.
Sure.
Right.
I wouldn't have made it without her.
Remember that. Hold it tight. She left something behind in you. We don't have to cut all ties with the past, even if we made mistakes then.
Hey, Blue.
Chris?
You lived. I have to say, I'm surprised.
How did you get here?
We all have our ways, but you can't imagine what some of those Reds would do for a scrap of food. Or maybe you can. I'm glad you're alive, Blue. I really am. We can finally take Old Town for ourselves.
Is that what you want?
Isn't that what we've always wanted? For us miscellaneous to carve our own path? To live without their expectations?
The bomb was your idea.
Fixer. She doesn't know what it's like to be us. They had everything. And we have nothing to lose. Yes, the bomb was my idea.
And me? Was I always part of the plan?
No, but I knew. It was only about time. If they kept pressing on our necks long enough, something was gonna snap. I never wanted it to be you. But who was I to refuse?
I was angry.
And you had every right to be angry. You're the best of us. You did what others were too afraid to do. You're a hero, Blue. Don't forget that.
Where's Mauve?
Who?
The guard in white.
The High Minister's pet, you mean? She broke off from us.
How could you work with her? She and her kind killed Bartender.
It was a relationship of convenience. Surely there will be more.
You'll do anything, won't you?
You and I are similar in this way. That's why I always liked you.
And what now? You here to kill them? Fixer, Healer, and BB?
It depends. I'm here to give them one last chance. If they have something to offer, I'm willing to listen. What do you think? Fixer and the rest, are they trustworthy?
They've had
They're
some
doing their
challenges, but they're
best.
ready to go now. Give them a chance to help.
Thank you, Blue. I'll keep that in mind.
Okay, I think we have time for the one more conversation, and I really hope if we save, it doesn't make us do all this again.
I hope so
You didn't
too.
burn after all. It would have been more glorious. You're cursed now to live with the consequences.
Yeah, lucky me.
I want to introduce you to someone. This is Other Iris. Sister, it is good to meet you.
She doesn't look that special to me.
Her significance is hidden in plain sight. But I assure you, she's an exact genetic match. The perfect copy. You can ask Healer to verify.
And what do you want?
It's not what I want. We follow in her footsteps.
Okay, Other Iris. What is it that you want?
I was reborn into this body, forced to live a new life in this environment. What I know of my past self, she stood above the rest of you. I do not want that. I want to stand beside you.
Okay.
We need a figurehead, someone to be above these conflicts, someone to remind us to be our better selves.
We have more followers than you think. They are not naive. They've experienced this time after the All-Mother. Some prefer this new way of life.
We simply want to organize in the open without prosecution, so we can practice our ways. A fixer, a healer, a bang-bang fire, a knower, and a watcher ascendant.
And those who don't follow you?
They are free to choose, of course. But if they need guidance, we will be there for them.
How noble.
You pass through fire, Miscellaneous. Have an open mind.
I guess we can bring everything to the table.
Yeah.
We'll try.
That's all we ask.
Hey, listen up. Fixer is ready for you. Leave your arms outside, and no sudden movements. I'm watching you.
You're out of your mind.
Shall we call it here?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, here's hoping.
Looks like it.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. All right, chat. Thank you for joining us here on Talking Sim. Man, I love this game. I'm enthralled.
We'll continue next month.
Yeah. One more?
One more?
Okay. We will see you on the flip side